Hiya crafty folks, Amy here with Amy's Wares, and I have some mid-month inspiration to share with you. I have this fabulous new stencil, excuse me, it's called Chaos Squares, and I have my binder of critters, and I'm kind of going a little backwards compared to my normal process. I'm deciding that before I pick the ink colors, I'm going to pick what critter I want to use, and then I will make ink colors coordinate with that. So I'm not entirely sure the direction I'm going at this point, or even what sort of card that I'm going to make. I just know that I want it to be a critter card, and I want to use that fabulous new stencil. Now that stencil is just releasing today. On the first week only, you can get it at a discount, and you can use my coupon on top of it, AmyFan10. So check below the video in the video description box for details on that, and I'll have a link to the stencil as well. But again, I'm just flipping through my options, and you'll see in a moment, I'm going to show you the finished card here and show you the direction that we're headed. I decided to go with rainbow and this super cute little bunny critter, and it all came together swimmingly. So that bunny, I believe, is from a stamp set from My Favorite Things, which I'm sure isn't available. If it is, I'll link it below. But I'm sure you have loads of critter stamps that you could use and just kind of use this as inspiration. Now, I do want to go with a rainbow, so I'm pulling out some 𝗵𝗲𝗋𝗄𝗃 mini inks. I will show you the colors. I have Tutti Frutti and Tiara. And then I have Aquatini and Something Borrowed. And then my favorite of all time, Flirty Fuchsia. So I'm just going to do some ink blending through the stencil. I am going to work directly on the card base. This is A2 size, 4¼ inches by 5½. And it's a 120-pound accent opaque paper that I use. I do always link that as well if you're curious of this specific paper. But I'm using my makeshift workstation here. It's a low-tack sticky mat from Altenew. And I'm starting with the yellow because if you've worked with rainbow colors before, the yellow oftentimes gets overtaken by the colors near it. So I like to start sometimes with yellow in a really thick band, knowing that I'm going to overlap with the other brighter colors and create the orange and ultimately a green. While also hopefully not losing the yellow. So that's a little tip there if you often struggle with losing the yellow as well. So now I'm going to come in with the Aquatini and create kind of a traditional green where it overlaps the yellow, and then that nice teal before I come in with Something Borrowed and ultimately the Flirty Fuchsia for the purple on the bottom. So again, it's not maybe traditional. Tutti Frutti is a little bit pinkish, I guess. No, I guess it's pretty red. Yeah, this is pretty traditional, short of the Flirty Fuchsia being a little bit more pink rather than a traditional purple. But I like how this looks, but I don't want the stark white lines. So I'm going to use some residual ink on the brushes and just kind of tone it down a little bit. So this will be two things. It'll make it not as dramatic, and it will also help the white of that little bunny critter also pop off the background. So this is just an option if you feel like the white in the color is too much. You can tone it down by ink blending over it once you do the stenciling. Now you can see that white little bunny pops off nice, and I have this simple strip that says "Welcome Little One." In 8 years, when I'm done struggling trying to get this bag open, I will show you what I'm using. These are little mini action wobblers. I get them from Trinity Stamps. I'll link those as well below. If I forget, do let me know in the comments because I don't always remember all the products to link them. But basically you attach one side to your object and the other side to your panel or your card base, and then it gives it this fun little bouncy element and wobbles around the front of the card. Now I have this super cute little mini, I think it's a, I don't know, 3x4 size-ish stamp set from scrapbook.com. If that's still available, I'll link that as well, but it's super cute. It has a sentiment even about showering your baby with love or something like that, which I thought was really cool because I feel a little weird always addressing the baby even though the baby's not there yet if it's for a shower. So I thought this was a really cool stamp set. It says, "So happy to shower your baby with love," or something like that. It went away too fast. Hopefully you'll be able to see it in a moment. But anyway, I will link that below. I'm just going to remove the backer and place this down kind of, I don't know, about 1/3 of the way down. And then I'm going to pop up that sentiment with a little thin foam strip that I get from Amazon. I get these little 1/8 inch strips. I would say they're probably 2mm height. They kind of compare in that height to my 2mm foam that I use. So that's what I would guess that height is. But it gives it a little bit of dimension, but obviously the bunny sticks off the most. Oh, so happy to shower you and your baby with love today. And I had a little bit of schmutz in there, so I used my special eraser to get rid of that. And that finishes the card. I added a little bit of bling also from a Colorful Life Designs. You can use my coupon AmyFan10 and save on your complete order. So be sure to check out the mid-month release. You can find inspiration on our Facebook group. We'd love to see you there. Use my custom stamp from 𝗳cie𝘂𝘂𝗻 Originals. And thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye.